you're witnessing things happening on the planet where you do see people where you feel they're being hurt, and you get angry about it. And it is happening to some people. But what's interesting about that is, but what is that saying about you? And what I mean by that is, when I see another person being hurt, I feel hopeless. See, there's back to the personal responsibility. I feel like I can't do anything to, I have been the underdog and I am projecting onto these people. And you can go deeper than that to, why are we here? To, how do I know this person's free will? To, how do I even know what I'm watching and observing is helping me to grow? To, how do I even know what this person's soul contract is for us to come together, for us to expand humanity, if that makes sense? And so therefore, when I talk about the collective narrative, it's not just what you see on the planet or on the news, it's also what we're experiencing in the unseen. Many of us are being forced to let go of this control. Many of us are being forced to let go of these human illusions that this is how you live a happy life, that this is what creates certainty, and we're having to step back and really ask those deeper questions right now. And so, like, back to the Bashar thing, that's what he said. It's that you're going to have to really become authentic. You're really going to have to get to the root questions that about yourself you've been avoiding. And when the planet or the human beings get to that place, then more of you, all of us, will start living more in synchronicity. We'll be living in trust. Just imagine it right now. Like if you're around just 100,000 people in your area who had the idea, I can trust, I'm in sync with the universe. Just imagine how everyone will be living off of synchronicity, where it would no longer be a miracle. What would happen is as things show up, and that is true abundance, knowing that you experience things, you see things at the perfect moment to experience the abundance of life. And when I say abundance of life, it's not necessarily money. It's not even necessarily like physical support. It's knowing that everything that we see, insects, a car accident, to something triggering us, is actually trying to help us to look at ourselves, for us to look at how much we try to control, to help us trust ourselves more beyond the story, because all that is or is happening are stories. And so what we have to find out is, what is our story? What is my story? What is my story? How do I want to live anyway? And this doesn't mean that you don't care about someone in pain. But remember that if you're in pain also, and you're in that perceived cave that you feel you have shackles on your hands, then how can you help that person get out also? We have to continue to stay in the light. We have to continue to live our lives to our best ability as possible. And this doesn't mean you walk around and say, I'm positive. This doesn't mean that I'm not going to feel this pain about this person. This doesn't mean that I'm going to say, well, that person has a soul contract and I just don't know. It's about recognizing, again, take it back to yourself. What does this say about me? How do I really feel about this? What is it about this that I'm allowing to make me feel helpless to what is truly my relationship to Jesus or God or Source? Is really what I practice more performative, or am I embodying it? Because if I were embodying it, I probably wouldn't feel this. And we all know this. The moment you get out of a yoga class, the moment you do a sound bath, the moment that you just take pause, the moment that you look at your child who's smiling anyway, even if you had a shitty day, or that there's shit happening on the news, and they look at you like, God is here, I'm happy anyway. That's what I'm talking about, is being able to drop into that innocence, to that heart felt space that's there anyway, without the knowledge that we adult humans have cultivated. So we have to move back into that innocence, into that vibratory state in which our hearts are open and that we're able to see things for what they are, to not be polarized by them, but to do our own healing and show up the way that we want anyway. It is utterly important.